What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of SC Outdoors. Today might be a long shot. I'm fishing a warm water stream, one that I smallmouth fish a ton, but I'm fishing it for trout today. There are a couple reasons why. One, it is stocked probably about 4 or 5 miles upstream of this. The water does get way too warm for trout, but another reason, the one time we were smallmouth fishing here, we came across a spring at a deep drop-off, found 4 or 5 trout hanging at the spring, and one was a really nice 20+ inch rainbow. Another reason, just upstream of here, there's a little wild trout stream, so I'm going to probably check that out as well. So fish probably do travel into here, I'm sure. And the last reason, my buddy actually caught a wild brown on a small jerkbait while fishing for bass last time we were here a couple of weeks ago. So I know that there's trout in here. How many? I have no idea. So there's not a lot of pocket water. It's a lot of this stuff, like really slow, deep stuff. So it makes it really good for bass fishing, but trout, it'll be a little bit tougher. I'm going to just chuck this spinner around in this sort of stuff, hit the pocket water. I'm gonna hit that wild trout stream, and then I'm gonna work my way back and use a trout magnet in any sort of trouty looking pocket water that I can find, which there isn't much, but I'm gonna hit this spot, maybe another spot as well. So we'll see if we can find some fish. Something was just chasing me there. Kind of looked like a bass, honestly. Oh, there we go. That fish is fighting like a trout. It is a trout, I think. Yeah, it is. It's a nice brown. Yes. Well, that did not take near as long as I expected. You kidding me? All right, so here we go. If I can get a hold of him here. First trout. Definitely a stocked fish, I think, but it is still a gorgeous, gorgeous brown. A small chance he wasn't stocked. I mean, he did look really good, but just his fins and everything, I think it was definitely a stocky. But that did not take long. This is the first pocket water I've come to, and it's just right up from the bridge here. So that is a very, very good sign. Whew. There's a fish, another trout. Yes, this one's a wild one, I believe. I believe this guy's a wild fish. There he is. Definitely wild, I believe. So 2 fish out of the first pool. There may be a lot more fish in here than I had really thought. That's awesome. Another one. That's another trout. Yeah. That is another trout. Look at that. Can you believe that? 3 trout out of the first pool. It's absolutely incredible. So the best part about this is there is not a chance anybody's fishing for trout in this creek. We don't even see people fishing for bass here. So these trout are going to be aggressive, and you can already tell. That was in the same spot as the first one. So cool. No chance another fish is in there, right? Oh, I just got rocked again. No way. Another fish in there. There's one. Another trout. Not a bad one. Another wild fish, I believe. Yep. Our fourth wild brown out of this pool. Or our fourth brown out of this pool. Third wild brown for sure. Really pretty fish. This is going way better than I had planned. Thought I might catch a couple trout today at most. It might help that I chose the spot that's closest to the wild brown, or the wild trout stream, which I'm assuming is wild browns, based off this. But these fish might be moving into the bigger water right about now, as it gets cold here. So so dope. There's a trout. Yes. This looked too good. Yes. Man, I should not fall over here. I believe is another wild fish. We're getting pretty close to that stream. There you are, another beautiful wild trout. This run looked way too good, did not hold a trout. It's actually been really slow since the that first pool where I caught like 4. Fished one other run. There's only been one other run since. It's been a lot of slow deep stuff. Caught some sunfish, so I guess they have kept me a little occupied, but feels good to get on another trout. We're just about at the end of the section, which is where the creek goes in, so we'll see. There's a fish. Feels decent. Oh, it might be a good bass. It is. Nice. Good smallie. 6-pound test. Yes, first bass of the day. I honestly expected to catch a few because it is loaded in here. It's not too cold yet. We're still in late October. But that is a freaking chunker. I'll take that. 6-pound test with a spinner. He got it in there. Yes. I mean, that's a solid fish. There's a way bigger bass in here. But I'll take him. Oh, that was a trout. Shoot. That was a brown trout. I thought this run looked just too good. Doubt it. Oh, he hit again, I think. No way. Something hit. Unless there's a couple trout in there. There he is. Wow. That was intense. I don't think he's the only one in here, because he hit at the very end of the cast. Pretty fish. Could not tell you if this one's wild. I think he is. Has a little bit of a different pattern from the other couple that we've been catching. But I think he's still wild, if you ask me. Could be a holdover stocky. Small on the smaller end. But yeah, I don't think he was the same fish that hit me the first time. Because that fish that I just caught was actually just sitting right here, and he kind of like jumped out and grabbed it as I brought the spinner through. The other couple were sitting more up in the rapids there. So I think there might be a few fish in here. It's a really quick water, so it's tough to get the keep the spinner where you need it. All right, folks, I am wrapping things up here. Ended up with what, 6 trout. I will take that 100%. There's not many runs in this creek, but where there are, they look really good. I mean, when this creek does end up getting some movement and getting some pocket water, it looks like a really good trout stream, honestly. But most of it is this. Lots of slow stuff. Great for bass. I believe later in the year, trout will probably start moving into this slower stuff too. I mean, I've seen it in other streams, and it seems like there's a decent amount of trout. I mean, if I got 6 in just this, really a small area, a few different holes, I could see there being a decent amount of fish around, and I have a lot of spots on this creek, so there are a lot of different places I could try. So yeah, I will definitely be exploring probably late November, early December, see if we can find some more fish. But this was fun. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. If you do, or if you did, please like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you here next time on SC Outdoors.